By the end of this video, you'll know which types of jobs in South Africa will still be hiring this year, even when retrenchments are happening all around you. Not because they are trendy or exciting, but because companies cannot function without them. If you've been worried about job security, retrenchments, or whether your role will still exist in the next few years, this video will help you think more clearly about where stability really comes from and how to position yourself smarter in uncertain times. If you're watching this right now and you haven't subscribed yet, take a second and hit that subscribe button. Every week I share practical, South African-focused career advice that helps you find better, more stable job opportunities. And when you are subscribed, you are not just helping yourself, you are helping someone else who needs this information but hasn't found it yet. Before we go any further, I want to quickly mention something that supports everything we're about to talk about. If your job search feels stressful or unstructured, the Job Hunters Toolkit helps you organize your CV, your job applications, and your interview preparations properly. It doesn't replace effort, but it gives you a clear system so that you are not guessing anymore. I'll leave the link in the description below so that you can look at it after. Now, let's get straight into it because retrenchments are one of the biggest fears South Africans have right now, and for good reasons. When companies start cutting costs, they don't retrench randomly. They make decisions based on survival. They ask simple questions like, which roles are essential? Which roles protect revenue? Which roles reduce risk? And which roles can we not afford to lose right now? So if you want to understand which jobs keep hiring, even during retrenchment, you need to think the same way. The first type of job that continues hiring during retrenchment is work that directly brings in money. When companies are under pressure, they protect revenue. That means roles linked to sales, business development, key account management, and revenue operations often survive longer than others. Even if a company downsizes, they still need people who can bring in clients, retain customers, and protect existing income. This doesn't mean every sales job is safe, but if your role directly influences money coming into the business, you are far more protected than someone whose work feels disconnected from revenue. In 2026, companies in South Africa are becoming very clear about this. If you're not in a revenue role right now, it's worth thinking about how your work connects to income. Can you support sales teams? Can you work closer to customers? Can you move into roles where your impact is easier to measure? That visibility alone can make a big difference when tough decisions are made. The second category of jobs that keeps hiring in South Africa is work that manages risks and compliance. During retrenchment, companies become more careful, not less. In South Africa, regulation, compliance, fraud prevention, and risk management are taken very seriously, especially in finance, insurance, telecoms, healthcare, and large corporates. So if your work helps a company stay compliant, avoid fines, reduce fraud, and protect data, or manage operational risk, you are not seen as optional. You are seen as protective, and protective roles are harder to cut. This includes roles in cybersecurity, internal controls, governance, auditing, compliance, and even operational risk. You don't need to be deeply technical to be valuable here. Understanding processes, controls, and how to reduce risk already puts you in a stronger position during uncertain times. The third type of job that keeps hiring is work that keeps systems running. When companies are downsizing, they still need their systems to work. Payroll still needs to run. Customer systems still need to function. Data still needs to be available. Technology doesn't stop just because budgets are tight. That's why roles linked to IT operations, systems support, data infrastructure, and automation tend to survive retrenchment better than many others. Companies may pause new projects, but they can't afford systems to break. South African companies are relying more and more on digital platforms these days. So if you help maintain, support, and improve those systems, you are part of the backbone of the business. And backbone roles don't disappear easily. The fourth area that keeps hiring during retrenchment is essential services. Some jobs are simply non-negotiable. Healthcare, utilities, logistics, food supply, security, and certain public sector roles continue to function no matter what the economy is doing. Even when budgets are tight, demand for these services doesn't disappear. That doesn't mean every role in this sector is safe, but it does mean that the sectors themselves remain active. If you are choosing where to build your career, looking at industries tied to essential services gives you more long-term stability than chasing hype roles in fragile industries. The fifth type of job that survives retrenchment is work that improves efficiency. When companies can't grow headcount, they look for ways to do more with less. That's when roles focused on process improvement, automation, operations, and optimization become valuable. If you help a company reduce manual work, remove bottlenecks, or improve how teams operate, you are helping them survive with less people. Efficiency isn't just a bonus skill, it's a survival skill for businesses. You don't need to be a senior or expert to start. Even understanding how processes work, where delays happen, and how tools can improve workflows makes you more valuable than someone who only does tasks without understanding the bigger picture. Now, here's the part I want you to really take in. Job security in 2026 isn't about having a safe title. It's about being useful in the right way. Many people are shocked during retrenchments because they thought their role was secure. But usefulness isn't about seniority or years of service. It's about impact. If a company had to explain why they should keep you, do you think they can explain it clearly? That question is not meant to scare you. It's meant to empower you. Because once you understand this, you can make better career decisions. You can build skills that protect you. You can move closer to revenue, risk reduction, systems, or essential services. You can stop chasing roles that sound impressive, but they disappear very quickly when budgets are tight. If you are currently worried about retrenchments, don't panic. Panic leads to bad decisions. Instead, start asking better questions about your role and your industry. Where do you add value? How visible is your impact? What problems do you help solve? Those answers matter far more than your job title. If this video helped you think more clearly about job security in South Africa, give it a like and make sure you're subscribed for more practical career advice that speaks to real issues. My name is Ellek and this is 360 Careers, helping you grow, show up, and get hired. Let's go.